Oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Austin Desperados and the Houston Texans. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 8 read.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Off play action. Schofield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to throw. Schofield. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. York, and that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Operating from the gun, Schofield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Austin. Check 55 to Mike.
Off the play fake. Schofield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
70, Indy. Lee Griffin.
Off the bootleg. York. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down. York. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll have a first down past the 40.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On second down now, it's Perkins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, Schofield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, York, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. On 1st down, Schofield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, Connor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Connor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he finds his man. That's Butler. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Got to say... I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, York. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw. Schofield. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Throwing on 1st down. Schofield looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Schofield. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schofield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, York. This is Butler making the catch. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He completes it to Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down. York. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. York. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've hit halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches take to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back to throw. Schofield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Schofield. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Schofield, flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Operating from the gun. Schofield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Off play action. York fighting to stay upright. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Perkins on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go with Perkins again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Complete, it's Henry. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Connor, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. York. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. York. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22.
Abner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Schofield, and an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Schofield, and an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, York complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. York, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Single receiver, hey.
Back to the air on 2nd down. York. And this complete to Mitchell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Looking to throw. York firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. There he goes inside the 30, throwing the out route and complete. It's Phillips. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. From the gun, York. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll run on first down. It's Perkins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Again, they go to Perkins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Second and 3. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. York. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, York. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't